Hey, I am Igroglaz, and today we continue our adventures in Walking Hero. In this guide, I'll tell you some advanced secrets and tips about this game. So, yeah, I am right now playing with my archer. He is farming super fast. I'm killing the most powerful at the moment monsters, scarabs. So, I wanna to tell you all hidden information which exists right now. And I want to start with cards. So it's most controversial thing, and it's quite complex mechanic. So I want to share to you. First of all, almost each monster in game could drop a card. So there are plenty of cards in the catalog. You could see which exist. And each monster, if you click on it, you could understand, does it drop card or not? For example, Spider X do not drop cards. Also, Pickaxe Hunchbacks, they do not drop cards. So even though they are nice monsters to gain experience, they do not drop cards, and this is kind of disadvantage of farming them. So cards that are dropping very rare. But still you will get some. For example, with this archer at level 48, I got 3 cards so far. So which stuff card give you? When you have it in your inventory, you see that, oh, it gives me 3 parameters. What does it mean? So you could equip your card. To equip your card, at first I thought, okay, if it's in my inventory, it already give me a bonus because it's say equipped. But actually no, it's not equipped yet. You need to put this card into your items. For example, here I have a bow, so I could add to the bow this card, Scarab card, and then it give bonus damage 15% to animals, which is very nice. So if you not equip this item, you do not have this equipped bonus. It's first bonus. Then we have deposited bonus and unlocked. What does it mean? Unlocked, it means that we found this card. It's shared between all accounts. So when you find any card first time, you get unlock bonus, and it will be shared among all your account. Yeah, so it's very nice to find a card. Each card, at least one time if you find, you get a lot of bonuses. Another bonus which you could get is deposit. What does it mean? It means that you could go into this interface, into your catalog, and here you could deposit certain card. For example, this pumpkin face I found. If I'll right now it's in my inventory of this character and my archer, so I click the button and it's become deposited. I put this card from my inventory to my account collection. So now this bonus deposited, it's also influence all my characters across all accounts. So right now deposit and unlock bonuses shared to all my characters. You could also always take the card back, but only with the character who found it, who had it in inventory. So you can't just give a card from one character to another. So it's how it works. Very interesting system. I like it very much. The same system works with helmets. So initially you go to the blacksmith and you could craft different helmets. To craft them, most important ingredient is these skulls with red eyes. So getting skulls, as I said in my first part of the guide, you get it from quests when you complete hunting quest daily. At first you get only a small amount of skulls, but at level 48, for example, I already get like 40 per day. It's a lot, so it's much easier to craft all kind of helmets. And yeah, it's kind of, that's why you should level up all your characters. Some people, they choose to play with only one character, but actually if you do so, you slow down your progress, because it's very important to complete this hunting quest to get these skulls. Of course, you always could just support developers and buy stuff in the shop, yeah, and get these skulls. But I choose not only supporting developers, but also doing this quest because it's kind of fun. Every day they are different for each character, and it feels quite alright to farm a bit. So it's considering this collection. So you could craft helmet, you could equip it. For example, you see right now I have 2 helmets, they're deposited. So you could see that in my inventory I do not have them here, and I can't wear them. They are right now stored in my collection, so I can always take it back. You see, this helmet I crafted by other characters, so I can't take it back, but this one I can. I took it back, and now I can equip it. Yeah. So, but I do not have deposited bonus, which is shared to all my characters. So it's an interesting system. Also, you could unlock cards for helmets, and for each equipment you could unlock slots for cards, and actually it's very hard to do. So let me put a back Scarab card. For example, to unlock ring accessory slot for card, you need to have 10 dexterity rings. You need first craft 10 dexterity rings to unlock this slot. So it's quite long term and interesting progress. I like it. So it's considering first this important thing, which is quite confusing for some new players, the system. Now let's move on to another interesting feature, which is not widely known. I'll take my mage. He's not high level, only 27, and I want to share you this interesting thing. Take a look. I'll kill Scarab with my firebolt. I make, now let's do it again, so you will see the damage. I make 3000 damage to Scarab. Now let me try to kill Quarter Thing with the same spell, with the same character, and I make only 1000, 3 times less damage. Why it's so? Because each creature in the game has its own resistances. So if you would open catalog and would look into the creatures, you will see that Scarabs, they are actually earth element, and earth element, it's weaker against fire, and that's why when I cast my firebolt into Scarab, I make a lot of damage. But at the same time, for example, these Quarter Things, they are water element, and water element, it's strong against fire, so they are resistant to fire. And there is very nice table guide in Discord by nice graphic person. It's me, MTB. Hello. He made these awesome guides, graphical guides. So here you see that earth stronger versus wind, wind beat water, water put off fire, fire strong versus earth. So, and you see each in this guide, you could find it in Discord or check my video. You could see here that there are some natural monsters, we could call them like undead, like skeleton, zombie, and death. We have some wind monsters, flying basically. So if you see something flying, it's wind. We have water, fire, and sand. So when you think which spell to choose with your mage, you should take this into account. So why right now fire it's a good choice? Because and right now the most powerful monster in game, game, it's in early access. Right now the most powerful is Scarabs, so people farming Scarabs, so versus Scarab it's good to use fire. Yeah, easy. But actually at certain moment wizard, when it will have a lot of intelligence, it will be possible for him to kill Scarabs even with energy strike, and it will be better because casting time of energy strike is much smaller than firebolt. It's another tip, by the way. You see, I have a lot of points, a lot of remaining points, so I can actually put more points into firebolt, but I do not do it. Why? Because if I'll do, firebolt will be casted, cast time of firebolt will increase, so I'll start to kill monsters slower, because right now I am one hit them anyway. So you see, with firebolt I kill Scarabs with one cast, and if this cast will be longer, if I'll put more points into the firebolt, it will be not really fun. So yeah, eventually I'll go for energy strike when I'll have more intelligence. It will be better. So yeah, but actually not all classes, they have elemental attacks. Some classes like archer or mage or archer or warrior, they have regular attack. So but for some classes it's important thing to note it. Also, for example, interesting class which I tasted already. At first I thought that it's kind of mediocre, but right now I liked very much Acolyte. Acolyte class has Holy Bolt spell. I have ranged Acolyte. Take a look how it works. So I use Holy Bolt, and it makes a lot of damage for level 27, you know, for level 27 versus mummies. Why it's so? Because it's holy, so I could one hit them, yeah, with the buff. I just buffed, and you see I one hit at level 27. I one hit these mummies. It's super fast farming because they are undead, so natural monsters. Yeah, not natural but undead monsters, and versus undeads this Holy Bolt works very well. So this table, you see it doesn't include, this infographic doesn't include Holy, but yeah, you could just take a look in game. By the way, there is very nice infographics also, which monsters, what they drop, and you can see here that not all monsters drop cards. Monster cards, yeah, this pickaxe guys, they do not drop cards, and X do not drop cards, and also this water thing also do not drop cards. Yeah, and here you could see it's the same, actually the same thing, just vice versa. It's weaknesses, but it's actually it's enough to see one. So yeah, very nice infographics. Again, thanks to It's Me MTB. So let's move on to next interesting features about this game. Let's go through builds and through equipment. I want to switch back to my archer, and yeah, I think it's at first let's speak about equipment. I'll turn on my farming. So at first I didn't craft items because I didn't know what items better, which items not so good, and general rule, it's very simple rule. So yeah, each class has its own main parameter. For archer, for example, at first it's dex, but at certain moment you could start going into agility or luck. Yeah, depends on your playing style. But for farming, yeah, it's good with go dex and agility, for example. When you will one hit monsters, agility will be nice. When you one hit monsters with regular after attack, I do not do it right now yet, but yeah, I'm doing just it for future. So you have your main stat and equipment which you want to craft. It should have this stat, or it should have a bonus to attack or magic attack. And the most important thing is that you look for percents, not flat bonus like attack 100, you could think, oh wow, Falcon Bow, it's so cool, 100 attack, it's so cool, and Tempest only give 57. Why to craft it? But yeah, I go with Tempest Bow. Why? Because it gives plus 10% to attack. So if you take a look into your class parameters, you see my attack, it's almost 1000. So 10% plus 10% to from 1000 it's 100, and it will go even higher. My attack will go higher later on. So it's very important to look into these percents, and they give you biggest bonus. So for archer, for farming, Tempest Bow the best. Poisoner outfit also for this bonus to attack. Dexterity ring and poisoner hood. So yeah, because it's just all these caps, they're not so good, but poisoner hood at least something it gives you. So in this case, dexterity ring. Then after you got these items, you could enhance them. So let me show it at the example of other character, because here I already enhanced everything. So we could switch to someone else, to Thief. Thieves, it's very cool class for farming because it has ability, the most important one, it's Steal, which increase chance of getting more loot from enemies. It gives you possibility to farm lots of stuff. But as they are running around like this, they are not so fast in farming, not so fast as archers or other ranged classes. So let's talk about equipment. And here I have, for example, dagger. You see Razor dagger. How I could enhance it? First, I could put cards into it, as I showed before. Also, you could enhance it, like make it polish this dagger. Enhance by small amount to give smaller bows to attack. Also, you could enhance it like this by using Edricon. Edricon, you could just buy it from here, but also you could get it from some monsters, as in It's Me MTB table. You could find it that you see some monsters, they drop this gem, and this gem, if collected several parts of it, you could make an ingot. So these ingots, and using them, you could enhance, refine your weapon. It's called refine. Also, when you just start, you could do not click this tick, but later on it's better to use safe refinement because the chance will be much smaller. But most important thing, it's tiers of weapon upgrades. So yeah, just go for tiers. If you have money, buy ingredients, because it gives very nice bonuses. So the same thing goes to every equipment. You also could increase its parameters and its tiers. So yeah, just do it with your money. Now I want to also share some stuff about the build for Rogue. Let me talk about all the builds. Rogue, I have after attack build with double attack, passive ability, very nice one, and with steal. Also I go improved flee. After I'll finish it, I'll take strong blade. So something like this. It's the most simplest build, and I go for strength. But some people go also for ability, for agility later on. Also, I forgot to say that each class has maximum level 40 class level. So you see here, you could all builds balanced to have 40 points. So you see I have 40 points, and even though my regular base class level 48, my class stopped at 40, so it wouldn't raise. So yeah, but you always could reset your skills. And actually I said wrongly before, the cost of resetting skills based at your character level. So the sooner you will reset, the better it will be. so to the right build. So when you just start character, reset costs like 2000 gold, but you see for level 20, for level 48, it's already 200,000. It's a lot. So yeah. For archer, I go also passive and double strafe. Double strafe, it's amazing ability because it doesn't have cast time. So you shoot instantly into the enemies, which is very nice. Next, let's go through all the classes, and then we will continue with some other advices. Mage. Yeah, mage, as I showed you, I use not fully leveled firebolt, even though I can level it. Also, I put 5 points to energy stack, but I can't one-shot. So you mainly, what you want with the mage, you want one-shot enemies. Not this scarab, like this. You want one-shot enemies. So you should level up your firebolt to be able to do so. But not all enemies. For example, you see, okay, Gargulus I can one-shot. It depends on the resistance. So playing mage, it's actually a very interesting thing. But yeah, it's very simple in terms of gaining. You just put everything into intelligent. That's it. Intelligence, and that's it. And yeah, put some points into spell recovery, but also not too much. Considering spell recovery, actually all builds in the game, they could be split into two parts. Let me switch to Acolyte so you will understand what I'm talking about. Cast the buff. Two parts: free-to-play builds and builds with the Spooky Pass. You see, I have Spooky Pass. So with Spooky Pass, you have unlimited possibility to restore your mana. By the way, I have cut at my screen second. Okay, now whole game could be seen and the skills too. So yeah, two types of builds. First with Spooky Pass and without it. So the thing is that, for example, this class Acolyte, when you just start to play, you will have very hard time in terms of mana. So with the Holy Strike, you spend a lot of mana and you need to restore it. And with Spooky Pass, you could restore your mana endlessly. It gives you possibility to make your build, put to the config of after battle spell recovery, like this, and then you could just leave the game to play without looking into it every now and then to restore mana. So yeah, it influences a lot of stuff actually, because for example, it's possible to play Acolyte without Spooky Pass. How? You just need to use different weapons. So you should craft special stuff. This healing scepter, it gives you some, you see, spell recovery bonus. So this spell recovery bonus, with this healing stuff, you could play autonomously without any mana potion. But more damage you will make with some other stuff like blaze stuff, for example. Yeah, I think blaze stuff is better because it gives you magic attack. By the way, let's craft it. Yeah, I think it's time for us to get this stuff. Yeah. Here. Let's do it. So you see some builds, they could vary on moment. Do you support developers or not? I think it's a good thing to support developers, and it's quite it's not much money for such awesome game which you spend a lot of like $5 per month. I think it's very fair play, because in other games it's such stuff quite often it costs twice or even 3 times more. So yeah, it's considering the build. And yeah, you could play Acolyte also. You could play melee Acolyte with Skull Crusher, with club expertise. But anyway, you need Blessing. Blessing, it's really awesome ability, because with blessing I could one-shot them, these mummies, you see. Yeah, I could actually one-shot them already, even without blessing, because I just crafted new stuff. But without this stuff, yeah, it was important for me to have blessing. Yeah, it's so it's versatile character which could be played also in melee. Interesting thing about it that it doesn't use. So if we will remove Holy Strike and we will add here after attack, he will fight in melee with the staff, not like Mage, who use his staff for distance attack. Acolyte always use melee attack with after battle, with after attack. Yeah, so it's this it's built for Acolyte. Let's go for next character. It's Archer, Thief I showed, Acolyte, Mage also, and Warrior. Considering Warrior, Warriors, they're slowest heroes to level up, but also they are very nice because this game has quite interesting mechanics for joint play. Soon there will be joint play. By the way, yeah, you see right now this guy, he fighting with the death, so it's a boss. You should try to fight with it. And I do not. Yeah, this is me. So you need, when you fight this boss, you should restore your hit points, because this boss has big AoE. So yeah, I restore it. Let's kill this boss and you will see what will happen. So from time to time you see you do not see it disappear, this boss, from time to time. I manually restore my health, but you could just do this thing. Yeah, let me show it. You could get like this. Yeah, and now my character will restore hit points automatically. Yeah, after we kill it, you see who was the most valuable player, who made more damage. I made 98%, and you get some reward. In this case, we had 27 runes, quite alright, and yeah, sometimes you could get very rare, the most powerful items, the most coolest cards. So yeah, try to kill these bosses. They have their cooldown. I saw it somewhere. Yeah, let me show it here in boss times. So here you could see when next time you will be able to fight with the boss, and you could see the statistics. So it's better to attack it for the first, to make first and last hit. You see, this time I made a last hit, so it gives you additional bonus. So considering build for warrior, it's very slow to level up, but it's very fun class. Why? Because yeah, I still need to complete the daily quests for this class, you see, and just locked into it. Because it has aggro mechanics, so you could provoke monsters, and later on there will be joint content with some guildmates. You will be able to kill bosses. It will be really awesome. And yeah, it will be cool to have tanks, like in World of Warcraft, and healers and tanks. So for warrior, you should level up strike and sword mastery for now. After that, you could also go for repel, but it has casting delay, quite a big one. But it increases your attack for some time. But and knockbacks, I think it will be alright to go for strike and sword mastery for now. And of course, strength, just full strength, very straightforward. Important thing here is equipment. For warrior, the best sword it's Hellhound, because it gives you biggest bonuses, very nice ones. So after you will get this sword, game will start be much easier for warrior, because before you will get this sword, it will be quite hard to play warrior, but after you got it, you will one hit a lot of stuff. You see, pam pam. Just use do not use after attack. use this strike, put this strike and spell recovery, and then you will make a lot of damage. Postscriptum, I remembered very interesting life hack which I want to share with you. When you just start any character, when it's low level, you may already get enough resources, for example, for warrior to craft Hellhound. You could already have enough gold, everything, with exception of shards. So when you just started to play, you might have not enough shards. And it's not possible to get it, because to get shards you need dismantle equipment, but to dismantle equipment you need level 25. What to do? The answer very simple. You should kill stuff which drop shards. But which monsters drop shards? Because if you would take a look in monsters, you wouldn't see here shard. No, there is no shards. The answer simple. You get shards automatically from monsters who drop items which you can't equip. So when I kill poker hunchbacks, they drop stuffs, and my warrior can't wear them. That's why they automatically converted to shards. It's how I managed to get this beautiful red sword with my level like 19, level 20 warrior. I got Hellhound. I specifically farmed monsters who drop equipment which I can't use, can't wear, and they dropped shards automatically. So this simple secret might help you get good weapon later on, early on. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye. So thank you very much for watching. That's it for now. Soon there will be a new awesome update with guilds and a lot of other stuff. I hope to make some videos about game later on when new stuff will appear. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and see you in game. Bye bye.